Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, and I am the Horror Show host. And well, today, as the title suggests, I have a brand new unboxing video to show to you guys, as well as some pickups. So, yeah. What? So the pickups are just stuff I found along the way, but these unboxings, I got some stuff to show you, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll wait for some people to get in, and then I'll start unboxing. But I got my trusty knife. Yes, the knife. So I got 5 packages here to show you guys. 5 glorious packages. The packaging of all times. Oh man, I'm really excited to dig into some of these. I've been waiting a little while to unbox them because I'm like, oh well, I'll wait a little bit and then when I get enough, I'll start unboxing them in a video. And I got some cool stuff here. So if you guys are watching, let me know and I'll unbox them because that's what I do. I unbox stuff on this channel. So I'll give some news as well. Fishy February is going into March, and I'm still working on it. I've had a lot of morning shifts, which suck because when you go into the morning shift, you have to go in, work till like 1:30, have lunch, and you're too tired to do anything. Then after work, after you eat lunch, you're like, oh, I'm gonna take a little nap, and you wake up the next morning, got to do it all over again. It's been going on for like 4 days, so it's been really throwing me off. But excuses, excuses. Let's get into the unboxings. This is number 1. This one here is from Vinegar Syndrome. And I already know what it is, so I'm happy to have it. I wanted one with a slipcover for a while, so I'm glad they re-released it with a different slipcover. Now you got an alternate version with a really cool slipcover on it. Uh, let's see here. Nice little cut there, Brian. You did it proud to your homeland of America. All right. Notification. Witch Trap on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah. I love this slip. Great movie too. Really bad, but great. Great all around. Fun for the whole family. Witch Trap. Which is on my other edition, which doesn't have a slipcover. It's nice and embossed. I love it. I love it, and I love this movie. I gotta find a spot to put these suckers. William Ramskill is here. He says, "Hey man, hey, how's it going, Will? Glad to have you here. We're just doing some unboxings and some pickups and other stuff, like talking about my channel and updates on it." Okay, so what's this? We got a CD here. Ooh, girl! I have Once Upon a Time in the West. This is a Sergio Leone movie. I think this came out because he wanted to prove to everyone that he could make a great western without Clint Eastwood, and he brought Ennio Morricone back to compose what I assume is great music, because he did the Dollars trilogy, which are phenomenal movies with phenomenal soundtracks. William Ramskill says I got no notification from YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is kind of weird like that. They either will or they won't. The best thing to do is hit that little bell underneath the video, and then you'll always be notified when my videos come up. Otherwise, YouTube will push certain videos and it's not others, sometimes not at all. It's really annoying because YouTube loves everybody, right? All right, let's see. This one is a book from a good friend of mine. It looks really small compared to the other ones. I'll have to give it a look. Might have to tell him if it's wicked small because I'm not sure if he wants it like that. Oh yeah, that's really small. That's like a 5x8. This is Arachnoid from by Michael Cole. Oh man, I read like half of the synopsis. I'm like, I'm getting it. I'm getting all Michael Cole's books. He's a great author and good friend of mine. I read his book Thresher, which is on my channel. But yeah, that's really small compared to his other books, which are all like, I don't know, 8x11. This is a 5x8. That's really low. But William Ramsco says I do usually get them from your channel. That is weird then, because you probably should have gotten the notification, but I guess YouTube didn't feel like giving them out. What dodo birds. Alright, so here's one from Bruno Mattei in his later years. I had to pick this up secondhand, because they haven't released a Blu-ray from it from Intervision, but they released his other movies, which is kind of bullcrap. Let me check on the disc, because this is a used copy. Well, not just some scuff. Not too bad. Maurice Barrett says, "Sup, Brian? How you doing?" I'm good. How you doing? I'm revealing that I have The Tomb. Whoa, what is up with that cover? I didn't get a chance to look at the cover yet. That is a much brighter cover. I don't know how I feel about the red going around because it cuts off some of the imagery. But York Entertainment, I remember them. They released quite a few movies. One of which is Cemetery Gates, I think. No, I might be thinking of something. No, what the hell did they release? They released a lot of Sci-Fi Channel films back in the day. Totally forgot which ones though. I always get a mix up between DEG and some other ones, but all right, let's open up this package. I'm going right through these packages like crazy, guys. But I do have some other stuff to show you guys. Guys, I got stuff to show you guys. This one here is from Full Moon Entertainment. Really excited for this one. I've been meaning to pick it up for. Wait a minute. Oh, they gave me an extra one. That's really cool. So first off, they gave me Blood Dolls, which I already had, but it was in a used copy in terrible condition. So they decided to throw in this because I paid $60 for this thing, for this ridiculous Evil Bond box. Evil Bond. Oh my god, it has 8 Evil Bond movies. What have I gotten myself into? It has Evil Bond 2, King Bond, Evil Bond 3, The Wrath of Bond, Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bond, Evil Bond 420, Eric, no, why did I say Eric? Evil Bond High 5, Evil Bond 666, and Evil Bond 777. What? Oh my god, that's crazy. Look at that awesome artwork, though. That's really nice. Maurice Barnett says, I just bought a book you reviewed a long time ago called Razorback. Haven't read it yet. Razorback's an okay book. Not a lot like the movie at all, really. There's barely any Razorback in it, but if you really want to deep dive into the characters, it's probably worth a read. I have to re-review that book at some point. Reread it too. He also says Evil Bond 1 is my favorite. I haven't seen any of them. I need to pick up the Ginger Dead Man movies too. Evil Bond. YouTube, demonetize. He's talking about bonds, which we really want you to have because then you'll be numb to what's really going on. But you know, it says evil. All right. So, that was a laugh and a half. But that's it for the unboxing portion of the video. Now, I have other stuff here. Let's do the No, let's do this one. I got a whole bunch of stuff from the Salvation Army. Some books, some CDs, and stuff. Figured since I don't show you guys my Salvation Army pickups, I might as well show them in this video. Because it would be way too long of an edit to do. So this one really eludes me. It's called Pray for Morning. Never heard of it, but it looks kind of cool. One of those low-budget early 2000s films when it came out in 2006. So, never heard of this one, but figured I'd check it out. Then I have the first one, and I figured I'd get the second one, the Boondock Saints. They're skinks. The Boondock Saints All Saints Day. This is the sequel, Stonks. Stop saying stonks. It stonks. It's the Irish word for stinks. Then I have the first, because I haven't seen it yet, and I thought, well, might as well. Crank, which it appears to be a Canadian edition, because it has the 18 on the bottom. But it is Region A, I believe. It better be. Region A. Region A. Region A. Don't know. But it is widescreen, so that's a plus. Let's see what else I got here. I finally completed my Matrix collection by buying Matrix Reloaded. I haven't seen the first or the second, which I did a video with Master Chaos TV revealing that I haven't seen any of the films. So I really need to get on that. Let's see. Any more movies? Nope, but I got some CDs here. Ooh. I have the Blair Witch 2 soundtrack, not the motion picture soundtrack, the soundtrack with the music on it. I have the other one, with all the music in it. So, Free Willy, really, Brian? You just decided, hey, I'll pick this one up. Not the best movie, but it's got some good tunes. All right, let's see what I got for books. So I got some cool ones here. That one looks pretty cool. Someone I don't remember getting. All right, so I got this weird. I don't know if it's like a. Let me check this off. I do not know if it's a romance or mystery thriller series. But I thought I found all four, and there's probably more, but I found them all in great condition. So I figured, what the hell? I'll pick them up. I'll save them from obscurity in the Salvation Army. I'm sure no one else really wants these, but they do have nice die-cut covers. First one here. This is the first one. Good pickup, Brian. It's got a neat cover, though. It's called Ruby by V.C. Andrews. Never, ever heard of these. They got cool little die-cut covers, which means like there's an image on the inside of the cover. That was really cool. Where's the second one? Because I got the first four. Here's the second one. Pearl and the Mist, which has a little... Yeah, it looks more like a mystery novel series, but hey, might as well check it out. And the third one is... Yeah, it's a mystery romance series. Well, it was in the horror section. The third book in the thrilling new Laundry series. Okay. All That Glitters. Okay, I guess maybe I'll get rid of these. I'm not sure. They're not worth much. So I don't know. The last one is Hidden Jewel, which I do like the die cut covers. I really do. Maurice Barnett says, "Do you plan on getting more Guy and Smith books?" I do, but he did pass, so it's going to be kind of hard to get new books. He's going to have a couple more released. And I do have some Guy and Smith Files returning episodes and stuff, which will be a lot of fun. Guy and Smith, I have most of his books. There's a couple I don't, so I'll get on that and have an unboxing video for you guys. William Ramsco says, I remember my mom reading V.C. Andrews when I was a kid. Oh boy. So can you tell me anything about these books? Like what their genre really is? Or Ben Grimm says, that, look, those look scary to me. They are kind of creepy. They do have a good horror vibe to them, but they also have a mystery girly story kind of vibe. I'm not sure. Maurice Barnett says, I saw that book at Half Price Bookstore. I found it at the mall at a Salvation Army. They were $1.99 each. And he also said, oh, he had no idea Guy passed. Yeah, he passed away, I think, December 24th. It's really sad. I attended his online funeral, or virtual funeral, because he did have a funeral, but then he had people be able to watch it, and I was tearing up. I'm sorry. It was really hard to watch that and just realize that one of my favorite authors is gone. William Ramskill says, I'm not sure what they're like, maybe a light horror. That's what I'm thinking. A little bit of horror, a little bit of mystery. Menger says, I mean, I wouldn't want to read them. Yeah, I don't know if I bought them to read them or just to look at the covers, but I bought them. Okay. Yeah, June Bug Films has passed away on Christmas Eve. Yeah, December 24th, Christmas Eve. It sucked. It was really a sad moment. We lost a legend. I'm sure he's looking over us right now, saying, "Brian, buy more of my books." I'll say, "Brian, buy." I can't do a British accent, but British. British accent that well. That took me like 5 times more than I should have had to say it. So I got 3 more books here. 2 of them are okay condition, but they are horror. One is called Monastery by Patrick Whalen. This one looks pretty cool. I think this is more my speed of horror. Uh, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Then I have one from Pocket Horror. This has one of those skeletal covers, which I always love, but it's in terrible condition. It has the word Donna written on the inside of it, which I always like when people write inside the books if they're older. This one's The Babysitter by Andrew Corbin, which I've heard of that name before. Andrew Corbin. I've just never read anything by him. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like how they have the vibration of the rattle. Maurice Barnett says, I remembered when you interviewed Guy and Smith. Really down to earth guy. He very much so was. And I think my interview was the last one of his that he ever actually did. I'm not 100% sure on that, but one of his daughters reached out and shared my interview all around, and she was very supportive of the group and of the Guy and Smith fans, and it's a really sad moment. It really was. It's still sad. I'm still shell shocked. The day I found out, I literally looked at my phone and just sat there for a good 5 minutes and started tearing up because I was just so hurt. But I was so saddened by his loss. Then I have Blood Pact by Tanya Huff, which this is in really good condition. Like, it's near perfect. There's no real any issues with it, but it has a really cool cover. Look at that. It's like in a morgue or something. Look at that crap. That is awesome. It's such perfect condition too. Be sure to read the first 3 novels in Tanya's. Oh, this is a fantasy series. Okay. They duped me. There's Blood Price, Blood Trail, Blood Lines. Which one is this one? This may be the 3rd one. No, this is the 4th one, I think. 4th one. Great. Out of order again. Alright, that's it from the Salvation Army stuff. I could have swore I had another bag. I have one more bag, but I could have swore I had another one full of stuff that I wanted to showcase. So let me see what's in there. No? I need to clean my freaking room, man. You need to clean your room now. Do it now while you're on the live camera. Alright, so here's the FYE stuff, which I signed up for a membership. I'm going to have to cancel. I don't go there as often as much as I could save for. I had a few things that were like 20, 30 bucks. I'm like, I'm putting these back, and I'm just going to get some lower cost stuff I don't have. First one here, I'm surprised I don't have this yet, but I finally picked it up. It is American Mary. Ben Grimm says, I read a pretty good Bigfoot book recently called De-Evolution by Max Brooks. I was actually going to pick that one up. I was kind of surprised. I don't know when it came out, but it had a very similar story to my Bigfoot book. I doubt he read my book, but a Bigfoot attacking a town, come on. I wrote a book just like that. I'm sure Eric S. Brown's Bigfoot War series was something like that. I don't know. I've only read the first part of the Bigfoot War novelization. I haven't read the whole thing. But American Mary, haven't seen this yet. Looks interesting. I've heard it was like a big cult hit when it came out, but pile's getting big. I assume you probably be able to see it on the camera. Yeah, probably. Then I have an action movie. I'll kind of flip-flop between them. This is Hitman, unrated. I got the Blu-ray for like $7. It stars who does it star? Timothy Olyphant, Douglas Scott. Never really heard about this movie, but it has a cool style to it, apparently. Yeah. Then I have, let's do Gods of Egypt. I know I heard this movie was awful, but I've been meaning to pick it up for years. It has Gerard Butler, which I always enjoy watching him. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Gods of Egypt, probably a terrible movie, but I'm a sucker for Egyptian movies. All right, and I'll do one I actually haven't seen. I picked this up for like $5. 10th anniversary edition. Just came out in 2009. Uh, Fight Club. Heard nothing but great things about this movie. Has Brad Pitt, Meatloaf, Jared Leto. Trying to think of people. Edward Norton. I've heard of all these people. Directed by David Fincher, director of Alien 3. Probably doesn't want to be remembered for that, but oh well. And then the last one I have here is Inbred. Um, haven't seen it. Looks weird. Strong sadistic core, violence, gore, pervasive language, and some nudity. Nice rating. But yeah, it's a cannibal, I guess, horror movie maybe. Well, it takes place in the Yorkshire village. A Yorkshire village. That's funny. It's like a British movie then, I guess. Maybe. I might be wrong. But I didn't make it to the camera. See? Didn't make it quite to the camera. Almost did. If I put the other pile of stuff in there, it definitely would have passed. Maurice Barnett has actually liked Gods of Egypt. I've heard terrible things. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak up for its behalf on its behalf. But yeah, I mean, I liked Clash of the Titans, so the remake and the original. William Ramskill says Fight Club book is awesome. Haven't read the book. I haven't seen the movie, so I figured I'll probably read the book. I want to read Dune so bad. I read like the first 50 pages, and I was like, "This is amazing." Then I had to read something else because I had something planned. But Dune it was really good from what I read. Maurice Barnett asks, "Have you seen Bonnie and Clyde versus Dracula?" No. Is that a Wild Eye movie? It might be, it might not be. You never know. But I'm not a huge Wild Eye fan. I like a couple of their movies. Harryhausen, Bones F says Harryhausen's Medusa was terrifying. Very much so. I hated how they made her look seductive in the remake. It's like she's a beast. She's not trying to lure anyone close to her because the second they look her way, she's going to turn into stone. There's no reason to have her lure people close to her. Made no sense. The original Medusa was really icky and wrinkly looking. It's a great design. Ben Grim says, I remember Gods of Egypt was praised by some for being a pro flat Earth movie. Oh boy. Oh boy. Even back then? They were doing that even back then? I thought it was a new thing. Oh man, why do I have 3 dislikes on this video? Oh well. Fuck them. Maurice Barnett says Bones F. Really, yeah, it was a pretty creepy design. I have to agree with him. It wasn't the most realistic thing because it's stop animation, but it's a creepy design. I'll give it that. I won't diss anyone in this video. Of course not. But yeah, I have to agree with Bones F. It's pretty creepy looking. Especially with the shadow play. It's got a great shadow play on her too. Bones F says, hey, I watched it at the cinema. That can change your whole entire perspective on the movie. And he was only about 5 when he saw it. In the cinema. Maurice Barnett says, I meant Ben Grimm. My bad. Oh yeah, no, it's no problem if you make a mistake on who you're talking to. Because I hate texting because this has nothing to do with what you just said. But it's like if you try to say something, try to convey an emotion on text, it's really hard, especially because you can't do italics or bold or underline or anything. But you know, Yeah, but at the same time, all's good. No harm done. Of course not. We all love each other on the Horror Show Host channel. Love. um, yeah, I don't know. It's been a hectic week. I want to get back to that a little bit. I want to finish Fishy February and Cannibal Week. I was actually working on Run Turn 6's review this morning, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm tired. I had to go back to bed for like an hour. Ben Grimm says, yeah, in the movie Earth is Flat, and there is a segment that shows the under part of the flat Earth. Max will say the moon is made out of cheese. Cheese moon. Oh man. But yeah, it's been a hectic ride. I've got so much stuff here, and I got all this stuff everywhere, as per usual. In the Horror Show Host, I'm always got tons of stuff around, and I thought my mouse just moved. I was like, wait a minute, why did it just move? Really riveting stuff here. Maurice Barnett asks, how is your dog? He's good. He's about 2 years old now. I want to get more video of him. We were supposed to do this whole thing, me, Mom, and Finley. And it was going to be called like Finley's Frolics or something like that. It was going to be really fun. And she never followed up with it. I was like, come on, just buy a green screen, have some fun. Nope. But he's really good. He's really cute. He's really an affectionate dog, and I love him. Creature movie reviews. Hey, how's it going, Brad? Says, you guys all talk about how bad Gods of Egypt is. Now I gotta watch it. It's got creatures in it. You could review it. Oh, man. I'm glad I'm not that tired today, because I was extremely tired these past few days. I hate going to work in the morning. I actually had to change my availability. Have you read any Stephen Lawless books? Stephen Lawless. Why does that name sound so familiar? What did he write? Throw me like a popular title that he wrote. I actually do not. I know of the name. I just don't know of the person. If that makes any sense. I've read Steve Alton, but I haven't read any Stephen Lawless. Yeah. What are you guys looking forward to coming out? I know Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, all look really cool. Really excited to check those out. And I want to get a Kaiju month out in April, but I got like 8 reviews. The British writer, The Y Room, Ghost Train. I've heard of Ghost Train. For some reason, I'm thinking of Ghost. No, that's Peter Straub who wrote Ghost Story and Shadowland. But yeah, a lot of good books out there. A lot I need to read. I'm actually rereading Chronos Rising because I'm going to be doing something cool with that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm almost done with it. I haven't read it in like 5 years, so it's a great refresher to read it again. Although it's been taking me forever, because if I'm not at work, I'm at home doing videos. If I'm not doing videos, I'm writing. And yeah, my next book, I'm already actually 50,000 words into it. It's a big book so far compared to my other two. I was like 30,000 words in those ones. Yeah, and I have to write a script, not for an actual movie, but just a script that I've been working on. Well, technically a kind of movie. I can't spoil anything. Well, you know. Maurice Barnett asks, do you know of any historical horror books? See, I do. I just can't remember the titles. Let me look at my shelf real quick. Historical horror books. Yeah, there's one. I don't know if I can reach it. I don't want to knock anything over. Okay, there's one called Terror at Sea. I don't remember who it's by. It's about like the Indianapolis sinking. It's got sharks and stuff. I haven't read it, but I do have it. It's an older book. Let me see if I can reach it. I don't know where it is exactly. I'll have to look. Oh my goodness. Never mind. It's all the way on the other shelf. I've always been kind of fascinated by the Indianapolis story. I actually want to read that book. Let's see what else. I don't know. There's a lot of books I have to read. So many. Like I have a shelf right next to me right here, and I've probably only read about 5 of them, or maybe 10. I haven't read as many books as I make myself out to have been read, but I have read a lot, like over 100 books at least, which isn't much compared to some other people. Some people read 100 books in a year. The Terror by Dan Simmons is a great nautical historical horror book. But didn't they make that into a TV show? I'm pretty sure they did. Um, Maniac and Retro and Split says hi. Hey, how's it going? I'm pretty sure The Terror was made into a TV show, which I didn't check out. I just didn't have the chance to. Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, he said yeah, it did. Bunch of Indianapolis Quint. Yeah, that's probably why I have a fascination with it. Was his drunken speech in Jaws, which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. What's funny is when I was like 5, maybe no, I was 3 when I saw Jaws. So when I was watching it, I thought he said a baseball player, and I thought he was talking about a baseball player in the ocean. Again, I was like 3. I was like, "What is he talking about? This baseball player got bitten in half by a shark. He's just playing baseball in the middle of the ocean on a boat." I just picture this guy going up to bat and then just going, "Oh, the pub opposite me is called the Robert Shaw. He lived down the street." Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I knew he was. I knew he was English or British, but he hides his accent very well, which is now commonplace. I don't know if it was really commonplace back then, but he does a good job giving that sailor tone or dub or accent. He's a perfect sailor from the English countryside, I guess. There's only like one interview with him, I think, maybe one or two, and he is very soft-spoken, which is pretty cool. He's totally opposite of his character, I think. Except, well, not really. I shouldn't say that because he was drunk throughout most of Jaws, and he and Hooper really didn't get along. So no, he was quite like his character. Oh man, uh, Bolton, England. Yep. Oh boy, Bolton, England. I don't know anything about it. I don't know why I said oh boy. Did I hear about Scream 5? I did. I have seen Scream 1 to 4. I actually saw Scream 4 in theaters back in 2011. I was 17. Wow, that's old. That's a long time ago. Oh man. The funny thing about that Scream 4 was I wasn't allowed to go in with my 2 friends because they were both like 16 and 15. I was 17. And I called my mom and like, can you come in with us? She's like, ugh. And we went in and she actually had a good time. That happens a lot when we go to movies she doesn't want to see. Like the new Wrong Turn, we went to see that. She's like, I don't really want to go see it. And then she saw it and she's like, oh, that was a really good movie. Haha, proper Alki. Robert Shaw was an Alki, I mean. Nice. I don't know what an Alki is, but or Alchi. Alchi. There you go. Did I hear it? So Scream 5, yes. Scream 5. I heard about it. I know Scream is like a great beloved franchise. I don't hate it at all. It's just not my favorite franchise. I'm more of a hardcore slasher kind of guy, like Friday the 13th or Hatchet or Wrong Turn. Um, but I do like Halloween. I do like A Nightmare on Elm Street and all that other stuff. One of them I really like is what's it? It's not a slasher franchise, but one I've been meaning to get back into is The Omen. I love The Omen. Bones after Alchie is alcoholic. I like that. That's cool. You damn Alky. But the Omen franchise, I know no one's talking about it. They're talking about Scream 5, and here I am talking about the Omen. The Omen franchise is underappreciated, in my opinion. I've read all the books. I have all the books. And the movies are good, too. Except for the fourth one and the remake. So about half of them are good. What about Critters? I want to rewatch all the Critters movies. I actually got. Let me see. Oh yeah. So I got this from a Facebook seller. It's a DVD or bootleg, and he had some Blu-rays, and I never got to pick them up. But this comes in a blue DVD case. How cool is that? It's Critters: A New Binge, which is really cool. I actually really enjoyed this series. It's really bad, but I kind of like it for that reason. Critters: A New Binge. Oh, wasn't there an Omen movie with a girl? Yeah, there was the fourth one, and it was a weird movie. You're right. Omen 4, The Awakening. Oh man, that was a crazy movie. Like, it's not crazy for the first hour, and then a couple things happen that make you go, what? It just it blows your mind, and it also blows your mind to make you wonder what made him think of doing this. But yeah, I think so. The Omen 1, 2, and 3 book and movie follow each other pretty closely. Then when we get to the fourth book, it deviates from the other movies, and it kind of follows Damien's offspring, which is kind of messed up. But hey, oh, I just remembered a part in Omen 4, the book, that was just like, ugh, sounds painful. I think about it, and it's painful to think about. Let's just say anal anal birth, I guess. It's nasty. Trying to think of another series to talk about. Well, I'll say this: I've been giving more consideration towards Halloween, the original. I used to not really care for it. Like, I tried to get into it so much. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it this time. I'm gonna totally get what all the love is. But there was a TV show about Damien too. Actually, I have it. I don't know if it's over here somewhere, but I don't remember where I put it. I bought it off of Walmart, and I want to check it out. But yeah, there's a Damien TV show, which I haven't seen, but it did look pretty cool. There's also one about The Exorcist, which is really nuts. I have both seasons. I need to check them out. But Halloween, I've grown to really appreciate it more and more with each passing thought. I'm not saying I love Halloween to no end, like it's the greatest horror movie ever made, but it's good. It's good. I don't see. I get why people love it. It's artistic. It's nice to look at. It's a creepy slasher. It's got great cinematography, music, killer characters, memorable lines, but it's missing some stuff. But I don't want to hate on Halloween too much. Ben Grimm says, I can't wait for the Chucky TV show. I'm kind of worried because last time we heard about Chucky, in terms of sequels, we were going to get a Chucky in space movie, and now all of a sudden there's this TV show. I don't know where it's going to go. But I had a pretty cool idea when I was in the car the other day. I was like thinking to myself, like, what would Chucky in space be like? And have like Andy be like a lucky winner of an astronaut trip to some area. I don't know, maybe like a tour of the Earth. And one of the kids, or one of the not passengers, one of the pilots, the astronauts, has this kid give him a doll to bring up into space with him to remember the kid, to keep him in his memory. And then all of a sudden it turns out it's Chucky and he's going after the astronauts. That'd be pretty cool. Like, yeah, like I brought this doll up here so my child would have something for me to remember her by, and it's killing everybody. I don't know. Have you ever reviewed Night Flyer? No, I actually haven't seen that. It's based off the Stephen King short story I know, and I have a bootleg DVD because the DVD's out of print. I'm waiting for a good Blu-ray. I remember the images of the vampire scared the daylights out of me, but I was a kid. It was 1997. What do you want from me? But I don't think Chucky in space would actually be a bad idea. I know people would hate on it instantly for that reason, but I'm a game for anything at this point. We've had body swapping, multiple dolls, voodoo in this franchise. Might as well go all the extra mile. And I'm one of the few that really like the remake too. But trying to think of another series. Who thinks they should make a Phantasm 6? And before we get into that, let's see. Maurice Barnett says there was supposed to be a Leprechaun in the White House. Yeah, I heard about that. It was like, wasn't it in between Leprechaun 3 and 4 that they wanted that? Not sure. But Phantasm, I think there should be a Phantasm 5. No, sorry. I think there should be a Phantasm 6. There's a 5. I don't. I know the Tall Man makes the series, but I think he not be replaced, but have a different villain would be kind of cool. And to give him a proper budget, don't do a remake at this point because if you do, it just wouldn't work. I mean, it would work if you did it right, but if you just tried to recast everybody, I don't think it'd do as well. It'd be like recasting Jaws. Like, who are we gonna put as Quint? Ooh, hit a brick wall there. Probably get someone from Deadliest Catch. We got an authentic Boston man. Now I'm speaking British. Got authentic, bro. Text him. See, I can't do accents. It's a baby freaking whale, man. Yeah, Maurice Barnett says I can't see anyone else playing the tall man. No, I don't think anyone else could. But they could do a different character, is what I'm saying. Bones F, a remake of Rawhead Rex would be good. One closer to the story. Yeah, a giant penis monster running around the English countryside. I'd watch it. A phallic monster with penis head and teeth. What? I've seen some of the designs they came up with that, and it was kind of weird looking. Although I think a Rawhead Rex with a similar design to the movie would be more marketable for sure. I think the penis scene would sell for DTV movies, but our streaming movies only. But if you brought it into theaters, I don't think it would sell. A gelding. Let me guess. A gelding is a penis. I'm catching on. Oh man. What about? What about love? Yeah, I'm trying to think of other franchises to really talk about. I like talking about the obscure ones, or the underrated ones, or the underappreciated ones. But there's quite a few. Who heard about Strike Commando getting Strike Commando 1 and 2 getting Blu-ray releases from Severin? That's awesome. I've actually just pre-ordered them. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm really excited to get those. I have the 2 bootleg DVDs. They're terrible quality, but I was like, I'll wait for the Blu-ray to review those 2 masterpieces. Ben Grimm blended or Bellend. Anyone? A muff driver. a muff diver. Oh my god. Is that appropriate for my show, mister? Oh my god. A muff diver. I need to go to a bar and learn all these slang terms. I'll be thrown out of there so fast. I've been watching the Psycho movies, never watched the sequels. They're fantastic. Um, I've only seen Psycho 1 and Psycho 2. I haven't seen 3 or 4, and I have the whole Bates Motel TV show, which I haven't watched yet. Reese Barnett says, do you like the 1986 House movie? Yeah, I love it. I actually really like the sequels. I've only seen 1, 2, and 3, which 3 isn't really a sequel, and neither is 2. But they're name-only sequels, and I love them. House 2 is more of a fantasy horror comedy, or fantasy comedy horror, and then House 1 is a comedy horror. And House 3 is like a slasher movie, and it's got a great killer played by, oh, what the hell is the guy's name? Brian something. Brian Gatto. It's not Brian Thompson. That's the guy from Cobra. I'm trying to think. Is it Brian something? Let me see. Someone's going to tell me before I can look it up, right? I know you will. Psycho 3 is great. It has Jeff Fahey. Oh, Jeff Fahey's awesome. He was in Machete and Atomic Shark. Let's see. Horror Show 3. Oh, not Horror Show. House 3. I wasn't even thinking for a minute. Well, let's see. House 3 has Brian James. I thought it was Brian James. I was pretty sure. Brian James in House 3 was great. The score for the first films are also pretty good. Yeah, I like the music of movies a lot. I always point that out in my reviews that I actually either love, hate, or don't care for the soundtracks of movies. But have you seen Curse 2, The Bite, where the guy's hand turns into a snake? I haven't. I wanted to, and I just never got around to it. I do remember Night of the Demons 3, where the girl has the puppet snake hand, and then it turns into a demon snake hand. You can't make this stuff up, can you? You can, because they did in Night of the Demons 3. That was a weird movie. I was actually supposed to review all those for Shocktober. I had all the reviews written and everything, and I just never got around to it. I'll have to get around to it for next year, or this year, I mean. But, yeah, so House 3. It's a nasty little slasher, isn't it? I don't know. It's got some. The House movies have no continuity except for the first and the fourth one, I think, or it's maybe just the same actor. I'm not quite sure. But what in the butt? Let's see. Have I seen Altered States? Isn't that a Cronenberg film? I have heard of it. I just haven't seen it. See, there are so many films I need to see, and I've seen a lot. But when you think about it, there's so many I haven't seen. I grew up watching a lot of the same creature features. Ben Grimm says, I watched House 2 a ton when I was younger. It came on HBO a ton. I see. I watched House 2 for the first time maybe a year or two ago. I've watched it a couple times since. I actually really do enjoy it. House is kind of a darker movie with some comedic elements. House 2 is full-on comedy horror, and it has great effects. I love it. I absolutely love it. Remember when I said I wasn't tired? All of a sudden, there's the yawns. The yawns. Yawns of yawns. But there's a House movie from like Japan that came out in 1977 or something, and it's supposed to be really weird. I haven't seen it, but a lot of people talk about it. One I heard nobody talk about it until recently was Strike Commando. Come on now. These movies are great. House 2 is underappreciated. It is. It's got a lot of great effects and camera working charm and lighting. It's got a lot of good stuff to it. I'm surprised it isn't as well regarded as some other classics, probably because it's a sequel to House. no one's gonna expect it to be like grand, great film. But yeah. So I've been going for 50 minutes, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. But I got a lot of stuff to do, and I want to have another review out for tomorrow. I'm putting way too much crap. How Sue is so good, the most WTF movie I've ever seen or watched. I don't know. I mean, there's some Japanese movies I like, and there's some that that's too far. But Japanese humor is a lot different than American humor. But. All right, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you all for tuning in and watching, and thank you all for your support. And as always, Lion Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on the Patreon, or even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Ooh. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always, subscribe. Peace. I like your thumbnail, by the way.